Serie A Parma vs Juventus prediction, team news, lineups preview. Both battling for different objectives at either end of the Serie A standings, Parma and Juventus will clash at Stadio Tardini on Monday. While the Gialloblu are fighting for survival, Juve aim to secure a top-4 finish and salvage something from another below-par campaign. Match preview. Taking them back into the top 4 at Bologna's expense. Juventus edged out lowly Lecce last weekend, with first-half strikes from Kenan Yildiz and Toon Koopmeiners proving enough to claim maximum points. The touring club conceded late on, but they ultimately held out for a 2-1 win, continuing their springtime upturn under interim coach Igor Tudor. Drafted in when Thiago Motta's doomed reign came to a dismal conclusion, the ex-Juve defender immediately switched to a back three and has been reaping the results. After beating both Genoa and Lecce on home turf, either side of an away draw with in-form Roma, Juve have now won 8 of 13 league games in the second half of the season, and they hold their destiny within their own hands. Among 7 sides still vying for 2 Champions League places, Tudor's team are therefore targeting a sprint to the Serie A finish line before featuring in FIFA's new Club World Cup. So, as Juve have won on their last 3 top-flight visits to the Tardini, already a club record, and have lost just one of their last 15 meetings with Parma, they will expect to prevail again on Monday evening. Parma's last success against Juventus dates back to 2015, but they did hold out for a 2-2 draw in October's reverse fixture, when Enrico Del Prato and Simon Somé both struck in Turin. Following a recent series of stalemates, the Emilian club have inched 4 points clear of the relegation places, as they aim to consolidate their Serie A status after last year's promotion. Having shored up a leaky back line since replacing Fabio Pecchia in February, Cristian Chivu has helped his team frustrate both Inter Milan and Fiorentina over the past couple of weeks, the latter with a goalless game at Stadio Franchi. In fact, Parma have drawn all of their last 5 fixtures, so they could now draw 6 successive Serie A matches for the first time in their history. Despite the strength of their next opponents, fans of the Gialloblu will not rule that out, as a young squad has shown no fear against Italy's big boys. Among teams in the bottom half, only Como have claimed more points against clubs inside the top 10. Team news. After both scored last week, Juventus have doubts about the availability of Koopmeiners and Yildiz. The former is struggling with an Achilles problem, while the latter suffered an impact injury in training. Since Igor Tudor took charge, Yildiz has started all 3 matches for the Bianconeri, but Francisco Conceição and Randal Kolo Muani are on standby to replace the Turkish teenager if needed. Despite his recent goal drought, Dusan Vlahovic should spearhead a 3-4-2-1 formation. Parma are also one of just 4 teams currently in Serie A against whom the Serbian striker has yet to score across 223 minutes in 4 previous meetings. Juve will head for Emilia-Romagna without long-term absentees Juan Cabal, Bremer and Arkadiusz Milik, while Federico Gatti and Samuel Mbangula are also sidelined. Parma's injury list features Jordan Osorio, Adrian Benedictsack, Valentin Mihaila, Gabriel Charpentier, and Mateusz Kowalski. Meanwhile, Matteo Cancellieri is still short of full fitness. Cristian Chivu does have Pontus Almqvist back from a ban, though, and the Swedish winger could even start if the hosts revert to their favored 4-3-3 formation. A back 3 faced Fiorentina last week. Parma possible starting lineup: Suzuki, Vagliacco, Leoni, Valenti, Del Prato, Bernabe, Keda, Somé, Valeri, Pellegrino, Boni. Juventus possible starting lineup: Di Gregorio, Gialloblu, Vega, Kelly, Weah, Locatelli, Thuram, McKennie, Gonzalez, Conceição, Vlahovic. We say, Parma 0-1 Juventus. Having cast off the shackles, Juventus are finally finding some form, and they should have too much firepower for Parma to withstand. Though the Gialloblu have tightened up under new management, they sometimes struggle to score goals, and that could yet cost them a place in Serie A. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.